of our chariot show, leading in Jenna Hutchins. She's going to be our mountain official. We have the Savageway Gas Bar, and that will be TJ Moosetail. TJ Moosetail. This is the Monster Construction outfit. It's called Kilborn. Harding Auction Services and the 12 Solomon team. Source Service HVAC and Electrical, and that is Preston Carrier. JMAC Sandblasting and Curtis Wallman. D&M Trucking and Cassie Robbins team. This is Kevin Garrow, driving one of the Casey Peterson teams for North 40 Fabrics. Wheaton GM and Ben Garrow. This will be Tracer Moosetail and Brian Lewicki Boat Sales, Circa Realty, and Dustin Arcad. We've got Kelly Recon, that's Justin Long, A&TA Holdings, that's Shane Solomon. Red Equipment, Versatile Concepts, Shane Lancaro. Dynasty Diesel and Repair, Harold McCarthy's. Jack Auction Group, Jonathan Bell. McMullen Yates. Wyatt Kelsey team. Sayers, Frank Pink, is Brianne Sherwood's team. Ryder Robin. Lucas Whitehead for Callisis First Nation. And Dakota Schnell's team for Fast Travel. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome the second half of our chariot show with a big round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to day number 3 here in Yorkton. Okay, the times for the heat of the review were as follows. Ryan Peterson, 63.40. Review leader, 63.40. Randy Rock, 64.14. And Heat Brooke, 64.59. So the heat that was in review is times have been released. They are in 1, 2, and 3. The top 3 positions coming out of that heat. Okay, so we're going to roll on to heat number 10. It looks like we're going to have, well, we've got 3. And heat number 10, we've got Dustin Arcad is here. He's in barrel number 3 for the Circle Realty outfit. Barrel number 2 is Brianne Sherwood running for Sayers. Number 1 barrel is Dakota Schnell, Leeson's Funeral. Here we go for heat number 10. Heat number 10. Dustin Arcad, Circa Realty, barrel number 3. Brianne Sherwood for Sayers, barrel number 2. The number 1 barrel will be Dakota Schnell. Heat number 10. Alright. Dustin Arcad, barrel number 3. Circa Realty, barrel 2. Brianne Sherwood for Sayers. Dakota Schnell, Leeson's Funeral Home, 1. Good luck. Heat 10. And there's the home. The time is underway. Banging around, stay off there. Goes Dakota, banging around. Sayers looks good. Brianne Sherwood off for number 2. Barrel buddies, they're moving along the way. Leeson's Funeral Home is flying. Off the number 3 barrel, no, Dustin Arcad, Circle Realty, he is flying for Circle Realty off the number 3 barrel, and he's got the rail advantage as we head down the LH Accounting backstretch drive. Black shirt leads the way. Dustin Arcad, Circle Realty, Leeson's Funeral Home. That's the Dakota Schnell outfit in second, and Brianne Sherwood for Sayers in third. We're coming to the third corner now, and still leading the way is Circle Realty and the Dustin Arcad team, but we've got company coming in a hurry now. Leeson's Funeral Home and Dakota Schnell's team is flying the outside. Sayers seeing it all from behind in third, and as they run for the final corner, now moving down the zone stretch to the open finish line. Leeson's Funeral Home is going to win this one. By 3, Circle Realty, Dustin Arcad will be second. Sayers will be third for Sherwood, number 10. Heat number 11. We'll look for Shane Solomon, Lucas Whitehead, and Garrow. Heat number 11, Shane Solomon, Lucas Whitehead, and Garrow. Heat number 11. Here we go. Circa Realty makes his way back. Dustin Marquez. Here's the time for Dustin Marquez, Circa Realty, 65.75. Dakota Chanel Leasing Funeral Home, 64.85. Brianne Sherwood, 67.96. All right, still Ryan Peterson at the top of the heap, 63.40. Thank you. All right, let's go now to heat number 11, and this should be a good one. Shane Solomon sitting 16th in the aggregate for the year end right now for A&T Ag Holdings. He's from Intermay, Saskatchewan. And he's going to be out for number 3 barrel this afternoon. Barrel 2 running from Cowsis First Nation will be Lucas Whitehead. Lucas is sitting 12th over the last 2 days of racing here in Yorkton. He's also 12th overall in the aggregate for the year end points. And Garrow sitting number 10 over the 2 days of racing here in Yorkton. Sitting number 6 overall. And Garrow from Longview, Saskatchewan. Shane Solomon holds it in 3. Lucas Whitehead with 2. And Garrow number 1. Heat number 11. Good luck. All right, there's the horn and a good-looking start. Bring him around. Let's see what they can do. Number 3 barrel to Shane Solomon out there. Hold on up there. Lucas Whitehead out for number 2 barrel, and then Garrow. Barrel number 1 is in coming out. It's Lucas Whitehead. Off the rail, Richard outfit. Shane Solomon, A&T Ag Holdings second. And on the outside is Ben Garrow as they make their way around the first 2 corners and then down the LA to County backstretch. It's Lucas Whitehead. Cowsis First Nation is ahead. Shane Solomon is in second right now. And in third spot right now is the white shirted outfit of Ben Garrow for GM. As they make their way around that third and fourth corner, here they come. It is leading the way, Lucas Whitehead with the red shirt. Black shirted outfit is white Shane Solomon, A&T Ag Holdings and Ben Garrow. As they make their way down to the Yorkton 9, they finish on Louis Riders Homes Edge. Here they come. Shane Solomon is flying out there. Lucas Whitehead will be second for Cowsis First Nation. GM Ben Garrow will be third. Heat number 11. All right, heat number 12, Tracer Moosetail, TJ Moosetail, and Wyatt Patelski. Here are drivers, heat number 12. Tracer Moosetail, TJ Moosetail, Wyatt Patelski, heat number 12. All right, here are the times from heat number 11. They are as follows. Shane Solomon, A&T Ag Holdings. Rapid track, the time is 63.91, plus 2 for being ahead of the barrel, and 2 for being ahead of the horn is 67.91. Lucas Whitehead, 64.66. And Ben Garrow, Week GM, 65.50. All right, those are your times. Heat number 11. Get on the home stretch, folks. We've got 5 heats of chariot racing left for you, and we're going to go to heat number 12 right now. Heat number 12, we're going to look for Tracer Moosetail in barrel number 3, TG Moosetail in barrel number 2, and Wyatt Patelski. Here we go. Get ready for heat number 12. Tracer Moosetail leads him in. He's our number 2 junior chariot of the year so far. He's coming off of number 3 barrel. He's running for Brian Lewicki Oaksales off of barrel number 3. Barrel number 2. He's red jacket. Wyatt Patelski running for McMunnin Yanks. And the number 1 barrel goes to TJ Moosetail, your number 3 junior chariot of the year. Second away on Gaspar. Good luck. Number 12. There's the horn, the charge is underway, bring him around. Hey, Brian Lewicki looks good on 3, McMunnin Yanks wrapping off 2, and Sabajue Gaspar number 1 barrel. As they're leaving town, let's pick them up. It's McMunnin Yanks leading the way, and that's Wyatt Patelski in red shirt leading the way. Tracer Moosetail, Brian Lewicki Oaksales in second, and TJ Moosetail. Sabajue Gaspar is in third as they head down the LA Chicani backstretch. Let's pick them up. Running Yates, red shirts ahead by 5. The 2 Moosetail brothers are flying in second and third. White shirt is Sabajue Gaspar along the rail. Black shirt is Tracer Moosetail. Brian Lewicki Oaksales, and they're side by side, doing it out as they head into that third corner. You can hardly tell them apart. They're running so closely much. They're homing up as they make their way around that fourth and final corner. It is still Wyatt Patelski. McMunnin Yanks, did he use too much in the tank? Here comes Brian Lewicki on the outside. Look at him slingshotting around. Come on, Yorkton, we can hear you. Here comes the junior guy, the Tracer, that Moosetail. Brian Lewicki's going to come for the win. Oh, good run. Wyatt Patelski, McMunnin Yanks second, and Sabajue Gaspar, TJ Moosetail. Good running up there. Heat number 13, Jonathan Bell, Dakota Schnell, and Shaylin Earl will be in heat number 13, and this will be a feature heat, a Kubota Cash heat of the day. We'll have 2 of those heats here this afternoon. They have been predetermined. We are going to have heat number 13 and heat number 16 will be our Kubota Cash heats of the day. 2 feature heats. All right, here are the times of heat number 12, and they are as follows. Tracer Moosetail, Brian Lewicki Oaksales, 70.63, 70.63. Wyatt Patelski, McMunnin Yanks, 70.91. And TJ Moosetail, Sabajue Gaspar, 71.37. Hey, there's Wyatt Patelski right now. McMunnin Yanks. Here's Sabajue Gaspar and the TJ Moosetail outfit. And he had a good run out there. And here's your winner, the Tracer Moosetail outfit for Brian Lewicki Oaksales. What a nice run out there in heat number 12. All right. Heat number 13, Kubota Cash heat of the day. We'll have 2 heats in our Kubota Cash heat. These are the sponsor of the Kubota Cash heat is Maple Ag and Outdoor here in Yorkton. We certainly appreciate the good folks at Kubota for teaming up with the EPCCN, I believe, here in Yorkton, up in Prince Albert, Jesse, and over in Wadena. So those 3 shows will have the Kubota Cash heats of the day. All right, Back to this is folks, heat number 13, Jonathan Bell. Ready for Jack Auction Group. We're rolling into barrel number 3. Barrel number 2, Dakota Schnell. Ready for Fast Tucky. For barrel number 2. Barrel number 1 is Sheila and Garrett. For First Top Concepts and heat number 13 rolls in. I'm going to catch. Heat, Jonathan Bell at 3. Dakota Schnell at 2. Sheila and Garrett at 1. Good luck. Number 13. There's the horn of the charge is underway. Monroe, she wins the off the nose. She's got the top of them. Ooh, Jonathan Gilmore in off 3 as well. Oh, man. This is a rough spot here in this one, but it looks like Dakota Schnell. Fast running. They are fast running in there, fast on the track as well. As they glide around the first 2 corners and head down the LH County backstretch. Let's look them up. That's the red shirt, that's Dakota Schnell, and that's Fast Trucking. In behind is Sheila and Garrett, Versatile Concepts, and Redhead Equipment. White shirt in second, Jonathan Bell. New to the cherry driving world, he's sitting in third right now, running for Jack Auction Group. But out of the front end is Dakota Schnell's outfit leading the way. But look at Sheila and Garrett. Man, she's pushed a little red button, and she is just flying past them right now as they head to that fourth and final corner. Sheila and Garrett's going to be hard to catch as she makes her way around. That fourth and final corner hits down the lane drive. Home stretch to Yorkton on the finish line. Ladies and gentlemen, here she comes. Sheila and Garrett. Versatile Concepts. Redhead Equipment for the win. Dakota Schnell. Fast Tucking for second. Jack Auction Group. Jonathan Bell in third. Heat number 13. Heat number 14. We'll look for Preston Carrier, Justin Long, and Cassie Rock. Heat number 14. Ladies and gentlemen, the chariot racing here in Yorkton is brought to you by National Bank Financial. We certainly appreciate the good folks at National Bank. We want to thank Cornerstone Credit Union, Yorkton Auction Center, UFA Foundation, Vitality Veterinary Services, MDC Radio, Maple Ag and Outdoor, Climate Sales and Services, Rocky Mountain Equipment, LH Accounting, Louis Drivers, and Yorkton Limited. Thank you so much for your commitment to bringing the chariot races to the Yorkton Exhibition. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give them all a great big round of applause and thank you for supporting the chariot show here at the Yorkton Exhibition. A big shout out to Maple Ag Outdoor for being your sponsor here at Yorkton for the Dakota Cash Heat number 4. Drivers, we want you to do a nice little swing into the barreling area, please. We want to feature you guys, please. Jalen, if you'd lead them in around the barreling area, we'd like to introduce you guys one more time. We're going to get a nice photo of you 3 if we can. We're going to get a nice photo. These are our 3 drivers in our heat of the afternoon. Here we have 2 heats in our Dakota Cash. Here's the time. Shayla Garrow, 68.56 plus 5 for a barrel. Dakota Schnell, Fast Trucking, 70.34. And Jonathan Bell, Jack Auction Group, 71.33 plus 5 for a barrel. So ladies and gentlemen, Maple Ag and Outdoor are gracious enough to sponsor the Dakota Cash Heat of the afternoon. And this is the first of 2 here on a beautiful Friday afternoon in Yorkton. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a big round of applause to our winners of our Dakota Cash Heat of the afternoon and the Maple Ag and Outdoor. Thank you on behalf of the Eastern Professional Chariot and Truck Riding Association. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'll send you the bill later. This is heat number 14 coming in. We're going to Preston Carrier, Justin Long, and Cassie Rupp. Heat number 14. We're going to have another Dakota Cash heat of the afternoon. That's going to be heat number 16. So that's going to be an exciting climactic ending to our show. Tell you what, the built-in air conditioning is strong here today, ladies and gentlemen, here in Yorkton, but we're certainly grateful for it. And I tell you what, it was hot. I was over there at the Jamaican cultural tent over there yesterday, and I said, well, what do you think of the cool weather over here? And they said, well, there was one family that moved in, they flipped their giant, and it was minus 35. And I said, well, welcome to Saskatchewan. Here's barrel number 3, and this is Preston Carrier. Barrel 2 is Justin Long, and barrel 1, Cassie Brock. This is heat number 14. Good luck. There's the horn, a little bit of a wild start there as they head around. Let's pick them out. Off of number 2, Barrel Rapid, Justin Long, Kelly Beacon. Off of number 3, Barrel Preston Carrier, Source, Service, HVAC, and Electrical. Off of number 1, Barrel Cassie Brock for P&M Trucking as they head around the first 2 corners. We're going to pick them up as they head down the alley to now take back stretch. All right, who do we have in the lead? It is the red-shirted outfit in along the rail, and that is Justin Long for Helly Recon, who is outside though. He is the best Carrier team. He's just sitting number 10 in the year-end aggregate for the EPCCA, Source, Service, HVAC, and Electrical, and he's on the outside. Sitting in third is the Cassie Brock outfit for D&M Trucking, but chasing on pursuit. Get your cameras on, folks. This could be a photo finish in the feature. Here they come. Cassie Brock on the right jacket on your side. That's your Preston Carrier, Justin Long, my side. Come on, somebody's screen. Cassie Brock, the cowgirl's gonna do it again. On the other side, D&M Trucking. Second, we're going to Justin Long, Recon, and third, Preston Carrier, and Source, Service, HVAC, and Electrical. 2 heats remain, ladies and gentlemen, and we're off to heat number 15. Twyla Solomon, DC Peterson, and Curtis Longman. We got drivers in heat number 15. Lisa and Jesse sort through the times. We'll relay them back to you when we get them, and we're going to make our way through 2 more heats. Then we're going to announce our winners here for the top 5 for today and the top 5 over the 3 days. All right, heat number 14 times. Here they are. It was Cassie Brock, D&M Trucking 65-63. Justin Long ran the track 66-11, plus 2 for being ahead of the barrel. Start of the horn, Preston Carrier, Source, Service, HVAC, and Electrical 66-23. And here to make their way back right now, this is Cassie Brock outfit out there, man. She has been electric all 3 days, winning her heats every day. That's Cassie Brock, D&M Trucking. Preston Carrier, your number 10 man of the year right now. 66-23 for Source, Service, HVAC, and Electrical. All right. Now we're on to heat number 15. Coming at us here now, ladies and gentlemen, heat number 15. Twyla Solomon for Honey's Auction Service, your number 2 chariot of the year right now. And Kathleen Solomon's going to be doing the driving for her on number 3 barrel. Barrel number 2 is Casey Peterson, running for North 40 Fabrics. Kevin Girl will do the driving. Casey sitting number 8 in the aggregate for the year-end points. Twyla Solomon currently sitting 6th over the last 2 days in Yorkton. Casey Peterson's team sitting 4th over the last 2 days. Barrel 1 goes to J-Max Sandblasting. That's Curtis Longman from Calvington, Saskatchewan, sitting 11th in the year-end aggregate, as well as sitting 11th in the show right here in Yorkton. So who do you like? The veteran driver named Solomon. Barrel number 3, Kevin Garrell from Casey Peterson at 2, or Curtis Longman into 1. This is heat number 15. Good luck. Is underway, bring him around, who's going to get the rail? Oh, all looking good, looks like Curtis Longman, J-Max Sandblasting is flying on the rail, but he's got a veteran driver, Wayne Solomon, up along the side of him, and then Casey Peterson's team is in hot pursuit as they glide around the first two corners. Let's pick them up. It's white shirted out there. Curtis Longman, J-Mac sandblasting ahead by a length and a bit. Wayne Solomon and Hardy's Auction Service in second. And third on the extreme outside, Casey Peterson's outfit. And that is North 40 Fabrics. We're heading to the third corner at a rapid pace. Look at the way this is setting up. Curtis Longman along the rail, J-Mac sandblasting. The veteran, Wayne Solomon, Hardy's Auction Service asks a little more in the middle. And Casey Peterson, North 40 Fabrics. Get your cameras out. It's going to be a photo finish. Here they go. As they make their way down the road, Office Holmsters, Wayne Solomon starts to go ahead. Hardy's Auction Service, the veteran, is going to get there. Casey Peterson, North 40 Fabrics, a very nice run for second. And Curtis Longman will be third for J-Mac sandblasting. Call that heat number 15. Well, ladies and gentlemen, again, we want to thank National Bank Financial so very much for being the presenting sponsor of the chariot races here over the last 3 days in the Yorkton Exhibition. One more time, I'd like to thank Cornerstone Credit Union, Yorkton Auction Center, UFA Foundation, Vitality Veterinary Services, MBC Radio, Maple Ag and Outdoor, Lemon Sales and Services, Rocky Mountain Equipment, LH Accounting, Louis Dreyfus Crushing, and Yorkton Hyundai. Thank you to all of our fine sponsors. The EPCCA would like to give a shout out to their sponsors as well. Phantom Distillery, RJ Sales and Services, Glenmore Equipment, Sastel, Quick Belt Sales, Advantage Collision, Maple Ag and Outdoor, GX94, and CKRA. Jesse's here with the times, and they're as follows. Flavo Solomon's team with Wayne Solomon driving for Hardy Auction, 63.72. 63.72. Casey Peterson, North 40 Fabrics, 64.25. 64.25. And Curtis Longman for J-Mac sandblasting, 64.51. So very rapid times. Heat number 15. I tell you what, very, very nice run. Good run up there in heat number 15. All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, heat number 16 will be our final heat of the afternoon. Ladies and gentlemen, this is our final Kubota Cash heat of the afternoon as well in our chariot show. Sponsored by the good folks at Maple Ag and Outdoor. Rolling in, barrel number 3, Dakota Longman. Lucas Whitehead will do the driving for Dakota. Larry North Co-op, sponsor on the side of that chariot. Dakota's team sitting number 9 in the year-end points and number 3 in the show. Off of number 2 barrel, Harold McCarthy's team, Dynasty Diesel and Repair, sitting 7th in the year-end aggregate, sitting 13th after taking the penalty on the first day. And they are a hard barrel outfit. Wow, they are an old school team. And the number 1 barrel is Colin Kilborn, Monster Construction. He's sitting number 1 in the year-end, and number 1 here at the show. Good luck. Kubota Cash, PGB, Heat 16. Good luck. There's the horn. Here we got double off 3 for the Dakota Longman outfit. As they're going to get out of town, Hardy. Look at the hero McCarthy open out. The number 2 barrel was rapid out there. But the Colin Kilborn team is quicker up. The Monster Construction team in along the rail. And has seen this coveted spot on the inside as they make their way down the first 2 corners. And down the LH Accounting backstretch. Colin Kilborn. Wow, you can see why he's number 1 in the year and number 1 in the show right now. He is fast out there. He's ahead by 2. Harold McCarthy's team, what a hard building outfit, man. Dynasty Diesel and Repair sitting in second. Tough luck for the Dakota Longman team from Prairie North Co-op. That's a really good outfit, but that is some terrible luck as they make their way around the fourth and final corner and head down the Louis Dreyfus Crushing finish line to the Yorkton Hyundai finish line. Here they come. It's the white shirted outfit. They're going to have trouble catching. Wow, this is bad. Colin Kilborn, Monster Construction, wire to wire. Harold McCarthy, Dynasty Diesel, Repair. Second and 10. Outfit on the Prairie North Co-op. And they make up a lot of ground in heat number 16. did you enjoy the chariot racing over 3 days at the Yorkton Exhibition? Let's give our drivers a big round of applause. Come on, big, big, big noise. Come on. Thank you. All right, we are going to give you the results from the Kubota Cash in the afternoon, heat number 16. We'll let you know who the top 5 times are for today, and who are the top 5 times over the 3 days of racing, and who will be the 2025 Yorkton Exhibition Chariot Champion. Reminder, ladies and gentlemen, that's 6:30. Wagon time, 6:30. Wagon time. All right, as Lisa and Jesse sort through the times, we'll relay them back to you once we have them all official. We're going to ask these drivers to take another spin into the barreling area, please. Colin, if you wouldn't mind. And Lucas and Coy, if you would take a lap inside our barreling area. You guys are part of the Kubota Cash heat on the afternoon, and we certainly appreciate Maple Ag and Outdoor for partnering with the Eastern Professional Chariot Chuck Wagon Association here in Yorkton, Prince Albert, and Wadena. Those 3 shows. Kubota Cash meets in the afternoon, and Colin Gilmore, Kevin Wallman, and Harold McCarthy's team with Gordon Richardson driving. They are your feature heat, Kubota Cash, in the afternoon. So let's give these 3 drivers a great big round of applause, and thank you once again to Maple Ag and Outdoor for sponsoring the Kubota Cash feature heats in the afternoon. All right. As the girls are still tabulating our times, we're going to let you know who's in our top 5 over today, top 5 over the 3 days of racing. If you guys want to hang out in the infield, you can certainly do that. And we will let you know who our winners are here momentarily. Again, ladies and gentlemen, we certainly appreciate each and every one of you for being with us here in Yorkton. And again, 6:30 start for Chuck Wagon time. 12 heats. Beautiful, beautiful Chuck Wagon racing. We'll be back for you here this afternoon and this evening. And again, we certainly appreciate all of the folks that have stuck with us here over 3 days. Many folks coming to Yorkton to watch the chariot racing. So here's the times from the last heat. It was Colin Kilmore, 63:10. Harold McCarthy, 65:03. Goldwalk at 67:63. Top 5 times for today. 5th, Casey Peterson, 64:25. 4th, Randy Brown, 64:14. 3rd, Lila Salma, 63:72. 2nd, Ryan Peterson, 63:40. And 1st, Colin Kilmore, 63:10. Top 5 times over 3 days of racing. 5th, Carol Hope, 191.36. 4th, Lila Salman, 190.94. 3rd, Casey Peterson, 190.37. 2nd, Ryan Peterson, 187.65. And your 2025 Yorkton Show winner is Munster Construction, Colin Kilmore, 187.02 to win your show. Congratulations, Colin. Of course, he'll be remaining in that #1 chariot position for the year-end points out there. Congratulations to Munster Construction, the 2025 Yorkton Exhibition Chariot Champion. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are not too far away from Chuck Wagon time. 2 hours, ladies and gentlemen, till we get to our wagon show, ladies and gentlemen. So now is a great time to kick back and relax, check out all the things that are happening. Head on over to the beer gardens, have yourself a cool beverage. We'll be back here at 6:30 for Chuck Wagon.